Okay, we're gonna be walking down this street. It's named after a Swedish man, trader from a few hundred years ago. And I'm gonna try to remember what I can remember about him. And we're gonna go all the way down that way. And before we go down, I just want to share you, there's this La Art Casino and Hotel. And there's also this one right here. This is called Star World. So it's kind of a cool one. It has like these layers like that. It looks pretty amazing at nighttime. And actually you can kind of see like the way that it's kind of looks like it's gonna fall over to the side. Actually I might walk down and start all the way from that way. But I do want to catch that kind of cool spot, and we're gonna walk all the way down, and we have this kind of cool stuff right now at nighttime as well. So check out our street named after a Swedish guy. Hey, Macau 2022, filming the city street by street. Let's check it all out. Chiquinha, chiquinha, toma cuidado da bovidinha, chiquinha. Let's see, walk down a little bit more. That's our Sir Anders Ljungstedt. That's Star World, so I just wanted to kind of get underneath it so you can kind of see the way that it's stacked like that. So it looks like, you know, the blocks are off a little bit. And we're going to be heading straight down that way to a Portuguese restaurant at the end. And before we even do, we give you a little context. There's some casinos over there. President Casino, Landmark Casino. There's a handful of them. Sands is way down there. Yeah, you have to get over to that side, and all the hotels are really cheap over there. Really cheap. Then you get on this side and they're quite a bit more expensive. This area is called ZAPE. But it's not Cotai Strip. Cotai Strip is the one that everybody wants to be in, that's the most expensive. But these hotels on this side are, you know, a little bit pricier than the one behind me. So we're just gonna stroll down. Here's the Arc. Yeah, those ones over there, like that President. I don't know what it's like right now, I haven't looked, but I was looking during the COVID era, everything was like really dropped down in low prices, and it was like 200 MOP, which is like $25, like over there in those hotels across the street. These ones would have still been high, like the Arc and such like that. So but yeah, this is an area called ZAPE. There's the Arc Casino, there's one casino over there. So we're kind of on this one street over, but the big casinos would be over there, and those are the most expensive ones. Wynn and MGM, and there's also MGM on the other side too, Cotai Strip. I'm just gonna walk all the way down, and at the end there's like a Portuguese restaurant. Oh, and there's actually a park that I want to walk by as well. They finally are doing something with that. I'll talk about that as well when we get down there. As far as the name of this street, it's named after a Swedish merchant who was, you know, there's a long history with Portugal, but I don't know, the more I read about Macau with the Portuguese, there's also a lot of other people here too. So when I went down to the graveyard, you know, I'd see stuff from like Massachusetts, London, of course Portugal, definitely, but there'll be some other places too. And you know, sometimes there'll be like a Swedish merchant or a Dutch. Actually the Dutch tried to invade here once, so I don't know about the Dutch, but probably was. I'm sure some Dutch died here anyways when they tried to take over the city once or twice. But anyways, whatever the story, this particular person, the Swedish name, he was a merchant here, and he settled down roots and was quite prominent, and people quite liked him, so of course they named the street after him in the more recent times, right? Got lots of these gold shops. You know, I just was thinking, just right now it's like September 23rd or something like that, and I saw this guy kind of with this trash can, right? He's just changing the trash, but just a few weeks ago would have been the Hungry Ghost time period where people were lighting fires in the streets. I didn't film it. I didn't film any of it. I have in the past, but I haven't recently. And I guess I just kept thinking I was gonna catch it the next time I went out or whatever, and didn't quite catch it. Down there, there's a park. Has a long Portuguese name, Carlos de Concepcion or something like that. But it's like directly down that way, and Sands Casino's down that way too. Cidade de Coimbra. There's the Wind Casino up that way. Looks nice. Not hard. And there's like gold shops pretty much everywhere in this area, because there's all the casinos not too far away. So this attracts a lot of the mainland Chinese tourists, and they like to get pharmaceutical stuff, they like to get gold. I think the gold is a way to move money around. There's an MGM casino right over there. And then this is another one I wanted to share, because this has been idle for, I've been here 9 years, so it's been idle for 9 years. And they're just starting to work on it. Huh. So that'll be new. This bar has something, or this hotel has something called the Heart Bar up there. And the Heart Bar has a rooftop right there. Yeah, actually I thought there'd be like little holes throughout, maybe in the next corner. But yeah, this one has been like, there were some pillars that looked like kind of like abandoned. I heard somebody bought it, but they ran out of money, so it took like a long time for it to go back to the government again when somebody couldn't pay it off. Yeah, the Escott Hotel, that's right. So it looks like somebody finally got it again, probably a new person, and they're going to develop it. So let me just see if we can catch it on this side or not. No, maybe not. Dang, so I guess that was my one chance. I can't really see it. Well, anyways. We're definitely doing some construction over there. Alright, so we're going to keep on walking over this way. There's MGM Casino, Escott Hotel. And we're going to walk across. Then you can see this one called Cidade de Braga. All these streets are named after Portuguese names on this side. So that was, we saw Braga, Coimbra, and a couple other ones. So this side they're all named after Portuguese cities, and then there's a park over there, and then they're named after European capitals like London, Paris, Roma, Londres, all in Portuguese. So we are going to walk all the way down. There's a Portuguese restaurant right here, Italian one right there. There's the Portuguese one. Soulbrigada. Pretty cool restaurant. Go down just a little bit further. Gaga. That was like an Indian / Chinese for a little while, and then now it's a Chongqing kind of spicy, hot spicy food. This used to be a bar called MP3, I think it's called. And then down here, there's a bunch of bars down that way. I filmed them a bunch of times. And then down there is a statue of Guanyin, Main Street, Ocean right over there. And there's MGM, Ocean's on that side, Taipa's way over on that side, and that was our street right there. Okay, Macau, 2022, filming the city, street by street. Let's check it all out. Chiquinha, Chiquinha.